Instead of asking, what should I do to succeed? You flip it and ask, what guarantees failure? In branding, the thing that guarantees failure is being a Me Too brand. So inversion forces you to do the opposite. Instead of copying the category, you ask, what is every brand in this space doing? And what would it look like to reject that? That question is the foundation of building a cult-like business, because cults aren't built around being liked by everyone. They're built around standing against something. Let's look at the bottled water industry for a second. For 50 years, every single brand was selling you the same thing: purity. If you looked at Evian, Fiji, or Dasani, the marketing was all about mountain springs, yoga, that kind of clean feeling. It was soft and it was safe. And honestly, it was probably boring. Then in 2019, Liquid Death entered the market. They saw that cultural tension and inverted the entire category. They saw the wall of yoga mum marketing and asked, what is the opposite? Death, murder, your thirst. Tall cans of aluminium with graffiti-style text and a graphic of large melting skulls. They were doing more than just selling water. They were selling a rebellion against the boring corporate standard. They made drinking water look like drinking beer or an energy drink. They created a country club where you had to sell your soul to join. Consumers weren't consciously asking for something different. Nobody was sitting on their couch and saying, I wish my water felt more dangerous. But culturally, there was a group of people who were tired of wellness marketing, tired of the corporate tone, tired of everything feeling the same. Some fans would go even as far as tattooing the logo on their arms. Not because the water tastes special, but because their brand became a badge, a signal, a way of saying, I'm not part of the polished corporate world. Think about it. Nobody tattoos a Dasani bottle on their arm. Liquid Death signaled something about who they were. It solved a social problem. It let people at concerts or parties drink water without looking uncool. It made them feel like they belonged to a tribe that hated corporate marketing as much as they did. So if you're sitting there with a product and nobody cares about it, you probably don't have an enemy. You need to define who you are not. You need to find the gaps that the giants are ignoring and own it completely. But here's the trap. You can have the best angle in the world and you can have a great enemy. But if the product itself doesn't deliver on that specific feeling, the cult falls apart instantly. And this is actually where we almost broke the Oodie. We tried to launch a new product that made perfect sense on paper, but it completely betrayed the identity that we had built. We launched Oodie bathrobes a few years ago, and on paper, it was a guaranteed win. We designed them to be the most functional bathrobes on the market. We made them incredibly absorbent, like a high-end towel, so you could just jump straight out of the shower and dry off instantly. We launched them, they sold out fast, and we thought we had a winner. Then the complaints started to roll in. Some people hated them, and I was confused. I was looking at the specs thinking, this product is great, we're investing so much money into it, our margins aren't even that great. Why would people hate them? This is technically a superior product. It dries you faster, it works better, but then slowly I realized I missed the point entirely. Our customers didn't buy the Oodie bathrobes because they just needed to dry off. They bought it because they wanted the softness, comfort, and joy that they had already associated everything with our name on it. When they put on that bathrobe, it felt rough, it felt functional, it felt like a tool, not a hug. It solved the problem, but it broke the feeling. To build a cult-like business, every single thing you need to sell must amplify your core identity. The bathrobes were killing the cult for us. It was telling the customer we are now just a utility, but getting the internal feeling right is only half the battle. Once the customer feels it, you need the product to scream that feeling to everyone else. You need to become a uniform. We then went and we fixed the softness of our product and we got so many positive reviews.